What's up, guys? Locker room talk. We're reviewing the top 50 players of ESPN's recent top 74 all time. We originally were going to do 74, but that might take a little bit too long. So instead, we're going to do the top 50. So what's up, guys? I'm Robert.
I'm Ryan.
I'm Tyler. I'm hoping that Yao Ming's on this list.
I'm Sean.
I'm Brian.
And let's get started. All right, Wes Unseld. A lot of you guys probably don't know who this is.
I know.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
no
no.
clue. No clue.
Well, I'm just gonna
He
say
played
nothing.
in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, you just read that.
The only reason why I knew him was because back when my team in 2K, when they used Onyx West Unseld.
Oh my god. Okay, now Wes Unseld was great, and this is at a time when the Bullets, who are now the Wizards, were a great team. But also, I mean, this really doesn't have much to do with the player, but a fun fact, he kind of ruined the Washington Wizards. After he retired, the owner made him the GM and the coach. They were terrible, so he took away him being the coach, but he still made him the GM for like 10 more years, and Washington Wizards haven't really been relevant ever since.
You know, Jordan's a part owner of the Wizards.
Yeah, he
Why?
used to be. That's why he played for the Wizards. He used to be their president of basketball operations.
Yeah,
You can own a team and be a part.
He owns the
Yeah, because if you own the team, you can decide whatever the hell they do based on
Yeah.
whatever the hell you want to do. Like right now,
Exactly.
if the owner of the I don't know. Well, if sports were going on, which they're not because we're still in quarantine. If the owner of like the Pittsburgh Penguins said, you know what, I'm going to lace him up. I'm going to go skate and I'm going to play on the NHL.
Yeah,
he could do that.
He could do
Technically,
that.
he could do that because he owns
Yeah.
the team.
Yeah, that's what
Mario
Jordan did.
Lemieux wanted to do that.
Yeah, Jordan didn't own the Wizards when he played for them, but like if you're
Yeah.
the Wizards owner and Michael Jordan's asking to play, you let him play. I mean, he just put
True.
himself in. And the owner didn't say anything about that. All right, Reggie Miller. He deserves to be much, much higher on this list. He was a great player. He gets a lot of shit because, he could never win a championship. Well, he had to go up against Jordan and then against Shaq and Kobe Lakers. There was a lot of bad luck involved. I hope Patrick Ewing's not near him because, he should be near Patrick Ewing. And if Patrick Ewing's also in the 40s, that's a huge problem as well.
Yeah, because Ewing had literally what you just described about Reggie Miller. Same thing happened to
Right.
Ewing. Jordan's Bulls, the Pistons, Olajuwon's Rockets in the finals. Like,
Yeah. Both of these both Reggie and Patrick were pretty much the only teams to ever push the Bulls to a 7-game series.
yeah.
He did in Jordan's last year, 98. And in Jordan's first year, 91, the Knicks actually pushed him to a 7-game series, which
Yeah, and then,
documentary did not bring up. For some reason, they brought up the 6-game series the year after, which made no sense. So,
yeah, and then the one year the Knicks actually won, John Starks had to blow it, going 2 for 18 from the field.
That was bad.
Rockets, Game 7.
I'm going to say this. I got into a gigantic argument with my brother about this the last 4 hours. But honestly, you should not solely blame John Starks for that finals because of
Tommy
one big
blames
reason.
Ewing because of the last play.
Oh,
Yeah, you have to make that layup. It's a must. I'm sorry.
he also missed one against the Pacers too. It's kind of embarrassing. But
Yeah.
anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, John Starks is a big reason why they got to Game 7. And the reason why
Yeah.
they kept giving him the ball was because he kept heating it up in the fourth quarters of a lot of the previous games. And that's pretty much why they got here. And Patrick Ewing was kind of like old and he couldn't really do anything. Or he was still good, but when you're going up against Hakeem was
And
just
when
the
you're
best player.
down too, Ewing isn't that type of player that like
The
gives you
clutch,
momentum.
yeah. He's not going to like score the game-winning basket. He needs someone
Yeah.
else to put it in. But he's still a great player. And Reggie Miller and him deserve to be much higher. And hopefully Patrick at least is ranked much higher than this. But Reggie Miller, it's criminal. You should not put him 49. Here, he's already better than Bill Walton. Bill Walton had
This guy.
Bill Walton had one super year for the Trailblazers where he won a championship and was the MVP.
Is that
then-
Walton's son? Like, is he the
Luke Walton, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luke Walton's
brother?
son, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
No, that's his
son.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
his
sure.
son is the.
That's
the
Luke
coach.
Walton's son?
No, Dad. It's
Dad.
his
That's whack. He looks.
In that picture, he looks almost to a
caveman.
T like Chris Cannon.
He does.
Yes.
Look good, man.
He looks like
He
a
didn't
kid.
look like that for most of his career, especially on the Celtics. But George Gervin, great player. He's never won an NBA championship. He's definitely not better than Reggie Miller, though. I'd put him much.
He was he a small forward?
I think he was shooting guard. Could be wrong. He was a great player. The Bucks are a really good team, and also the Spurs. But he
Yeah, but
just couldn't
he
get
was
over the hump.
funky according to the bio. The last word there is funky.
Oh my
Why?
God. Wow.
Funky floaters.
Dominique Wilkins, another player who's worse than Reggie Miller. Dominique was a great player. He carried the Hawks, so the Hawks never could really get out of the second round.
Why is there a Finnish flag? Oh, is this probably the Olympics?
No,
Yeah.
Well, then why is there a Finnish flag?
I have no
I
idea.
love his face.
What? He was a great dunker.
His
Daryl Dawkins is
face.
actually one of the best dunkers of all time. Along with Dominique, great
His
Hawks dunkers.
face.
He's just not.
I don't know. He was a great
What
player,
is
but he,
that?
in my opinion, he deserves to be lower. He should not be this high.
Right.
All right. Anthony Davis. I have a lot of bones to pick with this. Anthony Davis should be a lot lower on this list. He
He's
should not be
amazing.
this high.
Yeah, he's hasn't even been in the league that long. Listen, if
Okay.
like once his career ends, I could see him on that list, maybe even like in that spot,
Yeah.
maybe even higher.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't just put someone.
No,
that
you
he-
can't. He never won. Okay.
He hasn't
Hasn't
done
made the
anything.
playoffs
How
yet.
is he already better than Reggie Miller? When he was leading the Pelicans, Anthony Davis, he got to the second round once and lost to the Warriors, who I know the Warriors are so great, but he lost them in 5 games. Reggie
Oh, yeah,
Miller,
did
Reggie
make the
Miller,
playoffs.
Reggie Miller pushed the Bulls to a 7-game series at the height of their prime when they were winning their last three-peat.
Hey,
Whereas
How is Anthony Davis
lost in 5.
45?
Bert, is Anthony Davis?
James Harden at
Is he injury
25.
prone? Isn't he injury prone too? With his
He
career
gets
right now?
injured. It's not
I feel like he gets
not
injured
really
a
injury
lot.
prone, but he does get injured. You're right about that. But there's no way he's already better than Reggie Miller, Alex English, Bernard King, even. Like, no way.
I-
Like, I don't understand this list. And
Anthony
and
Davis
say he's better
hasn't
than,
been
like-
in the league for a while.
What?
How is he on the
Exactly.
list already?
Exactly.
There's
I
no
don't
shot
get
he's
it.
better than Vince
And
Carter already.
One of the times he made it to the second round, or maybe first round, he lost to Damian Lillard, who should also not be on this list. I don't know why you're going to put him this high.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
Elvin Hayes. He was all right. I don't know. I don't think he deserves to be this high either. I think there were some players who are definitely better than him, as I've mentioned
Yeah.
before. But he is a great player. Rick Barry, the Rick
Oh,
Barry
he
free
invented
throw,
the
the
underhand
legend.
free
Yeah.
throw.
He was a great player. I do think he's ranked a little too high, though, in my opinion. But he was a great player, and he was a big reason why the Warriors won the NBA championship one year.
Mhm.
Russell Westbrook,
He's
who's maybe better than Rick Barry, but I still
Yeah.
think 42 is a bit too high for him.
I
He
mean,
still has yet to win a chip. He's only made a championship once.
And I also
did-
think
he
about
Puts
like,
up big stats, and
he did average a triple double, right? Back
yeah,
to
he
back
averaged
years.
triple double. And last year he led the Thunder to the 5th seed. Now he's on the Rockets. Him and Chris Paul flip. Somehow Chris Paul, who's definitely right now a worse player than Russell Westbrook, is I'm not trying to say Chris Paul at this point in his career is better, but Chris Paul is and a lot of players too, pretty much the same that Russell Westbrook had. They're now the 4th seed, while the Rockets are, I think, 5th or 6th.
yeah,
So I don't know. Russell Westbrook, he might be. I don't want to call him a stat patter, but I don't know if all of what he does really leads to wins.
It was
Plus,
kind of
like-
just himself.
plus like based on position wise, I wouldn't even say Westbrook is better than Gary Payton, or at least not right
He's
now.
not. No, he's not. There's no
mean,
way.
If it's a one-on-one, you can easily take it to the house. But, or
Right.
take it.
It's not 1-on-1.
Yeah, it's not
That's
one-on-one.
not-
That's why I don't feel like he
Yeah,
doesn't.
like
deserve it.
Westbrook's game, like Westbrook's style of play will win you games, but it will never win you championships.
Exactly.
You couldn't win with what KD. So KD left.
And Harden. And yeah.
They,
those are
they
teams.
should have won though. KD was just
What the fuck? Emails.
Didn't
Okay.
McCollum-
I thought that
Westbrook's
was-
42.
I thought that was
No.
me.
Pretty good pick.
Emails.
Tyler's just
no.
paying attention.
Yeah, he's just a Rockets fan. That's fine.
Russell Wilson. I mean, shit. Whatever.
Russell
Westbrook.
Wilson.
Move on.
Up.
oh,
Nice
the
hair
leading part of the-
flyer.
That is- That's such a good picture. Oh my
Bob
god, he looks
Cousy.
like a ghost in that.
This guy's face.
He's like, damn,
This
what's
guy's
gonna happen?
fucking. Oh my god.
He just
That's
appears out of
hard.
nowhere. There's
His
he's,
body.
he's just there. His body is nowhere else in this picture. His face is just there.
even in college, he was insane. He put Holy Cross on the map.
He did. He was a great player. I don't know. I feel like maybe he's a little too high, but not much. I think
I
he
feel like
deserves to be around
He
here.
was more like he played like his style was mainly like a pass first guy. So like that's why
Yeah.
41. I don't know. I don't agree with it for a pass first
Yeah.
player.
Okay, Chris Paul
I
was
agree.
good. I think he believes.
yeah, he's
I
still
think
a
he
great
should be
player.
40 next.
Yeah, I
I-
also agree. He should be 40.
I
Honestly,
think people should be higher than him solely because he could never really get out of the second round until he was on the Rockets.
Yeah,
with
I
Harden.
felt so bad for the Clippers organization.
The Rockets should have won the championship that year. The year
He-
Chris Paul injured himself in the
why?
Warriors series.
I don't know about.
We should have won that series.
Maybe. Okay,
Maybe.
We were on
maybe.
fire. I
You
think
might
we
be
had
able
like
to
a
say that.
3-2 lead.
Honestly, I think so.
Going
I
into
think Tyler's right
Houston?
on this. I think Tyler's right on this.
You are right on this, but he was still the second player, and a lot of these people who've mentioned before have been the first
Yeah,
players.
but, like, his
and they've gotten to the
leadership was a
conference
big
finals
part of that
or,
team.
and or the
He does have
championship.
good leadership, but Tyler, we also want this video to go fast. So
Hold up,
We
though.
wanna cut you off.
I'm defending
Okay,
my
you
boys.
go. All right.
go,
No,
So
I
what do you have to say
finished.
about Chris Paul? Okay, you're done.
Well, I think he should be a little bit higher than 40. That's what I believe.
Tyler, I'm
Guys-
surprised you still defend him after his relationship with James Harden.
He hates
You know
him.
what? He almost brought us a championship. So you know what? I'm gonna respect the guy. Also, he has great leadership. He's the guy you turn to when you need the younger guys like
he,
take
yeah.
He
that
could never
need
lead a team
motivation.
to the Western Conference Finals, though. And a lot
What?
of players on this list that have been ranked below him were able to lead their teams to either the championship or the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
And he
Who
was
the
never.
fuck is Bob Cousy? I never heard of that guy before.
I've heard of his
Yeah,
name.
we're done.
You've never heard of Houdini Hardwood?
I don't think this is a bad place for him, but I think other people are better.
Yeah.
Okay, number 39.
Walt Frazier, see,
Frazier.
this is what I'm talking about.
I got no idea what
If
that
you're going
is.
to put him there, you have to put Willis Reed there because Willis
Oh,
Reed
yeah,
in his
Willis-
prime was better
As
than
a
Walt
Knicks
Frazier.
fan, I'll even admit that Willis Reed was better than Walt Clyde Frazier.
Exactly. Walt was great, though. I think I wouldn't put him this high on my list. I'd probably
Yeah,
put
I
him
wouldn't either.
more in like the 60s.
I would honestly
60s.
flip flop him maybe.
Yeah. I don't know if I flip flop him because I think Willis probably is too high here too. But I definitely wouldn't put Walt Frazier this high,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Bob Pettit. Great player. Honestly, I don't really hate his spot on this list. He
Oh,
was
St. Louis
superstar.
Hawks. Forgot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't know who this is, but he was a great player. Patrick Ewing.
I don't
Patrick
like this
Ewing
spot.
as well
I don't like
is
this
still
spot at
a
all.
little too low. It's not god awful, but I think he should be higher on the list.
Yeah.
He's a great player. I mean, if he wasn't in the league when Jordan was, the Knicks probably have a few more
Listen,
rings.
if he
At least make a few more championships.
if the Rockets weren't there, right? Or the Rockets weren't that good, I think Knicks would have won.
Who's the Ewing with the afro?
Julius Irving,
Yeah, was he mentioned
Dr.
yet?
J. No.
Dr.
God.
J. The guy
Kevin
with the
McHale.
afro.
I think Kevin McHale is probably worse than Patrick Ewing. And even though Patrick Ewing never won a chip and Kevin McHale won quite a few, Kevin McHale was just never the star player on his team, while as Patrick and some of the other players in this list were. I think Kevin McHale is easily probably a borderline top 50 player all time, but I don't think he's number 36.
Yeah, you get to
Jason Kidd.
Kid.
Get it?
I love Jason
New
Kidd.
Jersey Nets legend, boy.
I've met this man
Go
before
Nets.
when I was like 5. Yeah. But I think honestly, and he's my favorite player, but I think honestly he's a bit too high.
Yeah,
I think he should be
honestly, like
lower.
I
Yeah,
still
that's
Better
think
than Patrick Ewing.
though he should be higher than Bob Cousy because
Oh,
I
I
think
agree with that.
Bob Cousy, but I think the both of them should be higher.
Because
I
he's a
know.
pass first guy. I mean,
Yeah.
but he is the best,
Yeah.
one of the best passers.
Oh yeah.
He is one of the
Him
best
and-
passes of all time.
Him and Nash, probably one of the best passers of all time, and Chris Paul.
Also John Stockton.
Oh yeah, him too. But I was claiming like
Oh,
yeah.
Big
George
George.
Mikan, a lot of people don't know who he is, but I
No
actually
idea.
don't really mind this spot on the list,
I
34.
don't remember either.
He's a great player. John Havlicek, possibly the best sixth man of all time. Great player. Big reason why the Celtics won those chips in the 60s. And then he later on won I think 1 or 2 in the 70s when they had lost pretty much all their star players. I don't know if he should be 33, but he's definitely probably a top 50 player all time, in my opinion. James Harden should not
Nope.
be this high.
Nah,
No,
not even
not
close.
even close.
No,
Offense,
Sorry, Tyler.
Tyler.
He shouldn't be here.
Sorry.
What?
He
He
shouldn't
shouldn't
be
be
here.
here.
Yes,
Don't be this high.
let's
No.
get it,
This
boy.
annoys me with a passion.
I
No
know.
defense
Fucking
whatsoever this
goated.
game.
32?
You know what?
Greatest player in NBA
He like
history.
whenever he
No.
shoots,
Hands
he like jumps
down.
into the guy.
Wait, actually, I was
Pisses
going to
me
ask Tyler
off.
this. Tyler, you're a Rockets fan, right?
How the
Yes.
fuck? Oh,
you know
my.
who Akeem Olajuwon is?
Yes, center. Very good player.
Who's better, James Harden or Akeem? Exactly. Stop
I don't want to answer it, but
James Harden travels every other possession. He doesn't play defense.
greatest
There are-
scorer in
He does play
NBA
defense,
history.
but he's no.
out.
Yes.
What's wrong with
No.
you?
Get out
He
of
knows
here.
how to get points for
Tyler,
his team.
Hey, how's his
Leave.
defense? How's his defense?
Terrible. Non-existent. He doesn't
Exactly.
play
He's been
it.
getting better at
When
defense.
he shoots,
He should have
jumps
been
into the
MVP
guy.
last year.
they
Giannis
foul
is
him.
trash.
I just
Oh,
hate how the
Tyler.
Giannis should not have
the
won
refs are just
that
like he just like
MVP.
literally like jumps up and into the person.
Yeah, because he does it to get fouls. That's why he
that's, like,
leads
so
the league in
I feel
free
like
throws.
the
And then
referee
he
should be
travels
like,
every other possession.
Don't foul him then.
He's like
Um,
finesses the system.
Stop fouling him.
in my opinion, James Harden is a great player, and honestly, I wouldn't have been like too upset if he was on like the very beginning of this list. But 32
Yeah.
is a bit ridiculous. In my
Like where
opinion.
Damian Lillard is, you would put him
We're
there.
going off expectations.
Yeah, maybe even a little higher, or maybe a little lower, whatever.
Yeah.
A little better than that, but he's not number 32 of all time.
Beer
He's not,
the
better, he's not
beer.
better than Patrick Ewing, Reggie Miller, all those guys. Paul Pierce, Ray Allen. No way.
Ooh, Isaiah
Thomas,
Thomas. You know,
Too
you-
low. Too low. Second best point guard of all time is not the 31st best NBA player of all time.
wait, so you said too low. I mean, he should be higher, like in the up the list, or like lower, like top
he
20.
should be lower. He should be in the top 20 at least.
Oh, okay.
Or
I
at
hate
least
him,
top
but I
25.
have to admit
You gotta
it.
respect his game, though.
He's a great
honestly.
player.
I
He's
hate
head
him,
to head.
but I
Even
gotta
for the
respect
bad
his
boys
game.
thing, he was a great player. So
Detroit Pistons rose up out of nowhere. Somehow stopped Bird, Magic, and Jordan from winning finals. They beat all three of those teams in order to win their two finals.
they just got physical
Insane.
people. Just
They did, but they also had
Better
Isaiah
people.
Thomas. Without Isaiah Thomas, they don't
Yeah.
win those chips. No
Yeah,
way.
True.
He's the best player on the team, second best player of all time, in my opinion. Although John Stockton's kind of close. I
Mhm.
guess they think John Stockton's
I have a
better.
question.
Yeah.
Gosh.
So
Sure.
you guys saw this list already, right?
I saw
Ah,
some
I
of
barely.
them.
glanced at it. Yeah.
Is Yao Ming on this list?
No.
No.
Why would he? If he's
This
not
list
a,
is stupid.
if he's not, he could be top maybe.
This
Yeah,
list is
man,
dumb.
yeah,
Who
man,
created
yeah,
this
man,
list?
ESPN.
ESPN, the most
do this for-
trusted sports site.
ESPN is stupid.
You're
Well,
an idiot. Yeah,
I
man.
trust
That's
Bleacher
your-
Report more.
You've had numerous hot takes in the last two videos.
Yeah, honestly.
I think you should calm down.
Yao Ming would have been the greatest center of all time if
Not
he
even
lasted a full career.
But he
No,
instead
couldn't
of
because
not
he was
even
too
close.
tall. He was literally too tall to play.
Also, the position he plays is literally the deepest position in NBA history. You have players like Wilt, Shaq,
Yeah,
Hakeem,
but did they have a song named after them? I don't think so.
Wait, he has a song.
Kareem.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming.
Shut up.
Yao Ming, Yao Ming.
Shut
Yao Ming,
up.
Yao Ming, Yao Ming, Yao Ming.
Well, how do we mute him? Send him in the waiting
Yao
room.
Ming,
He
Alright.
doesn't-
Yao
He's got-
Ming.
Steve
gone.
Nash, number
Great
30.
passer.
Great player. He's not better than Isaiah.
Mm-mm.
Probably he's definitely better than Isaiah.
He's great on the
Probably not better than
Suns, though.
Savage.
I mean, he's known for
I think he
players.
might. He's definitely a top 50 player all time. Maybe in the top 40 range. But I don't put him number 30. I think 29. AI.
You know, one of the best point guards in the game.
He's too hot. He
Shooting
should
guard.
not be
Right,
29.
shooting guard.
He should
Oh,
not be
he's not-
29.
He was not a shooting guard. He was 6 foot.
No, he was so people wanted him to play point guard, but he wanted to play shooting guard more, so he played shooting guard. I honestly,
He had the best
he
handle, one of the best
derailed a lot
handles.
of teams. Like he never won a chip, and he was honestly a locker room problem. He should not be 29. He's not better than Isaiah Thomas. No way. No how.
He had great handles, but
He did, but he never won a chip, and he was a locker room problem.
he was cocky too.
John Stockton, the assist leader. I don't mind this ranking at all, though I do think Isaiah Thomas is better.
Mhm.
Probably third best point guard of all time.
Was he on the Team Olympics? with
Giannis.
Mi-
Yes.
Michael Jordan?
Yeah,
Okay.
Dream Team. Yeah, him
This
and Malone.
bothers me.
Tyler.
He's not better than the assist leader. He's not better than
No,
Isaiah
Giannis
Thomas.
shouldn't be here. Did
He's
Tyler
only had,
leave?
He just got good. I'm just saying, he
only
just
had
got
like
good.
2 or
Doesn't-
3 good years.
He hasn't really accomplished much yet. You cannot go
Yeah.
up for 3 years and go up 27th best of all time. That's totally disrespectful to all the other players you named before him.
Yeah.
There's a good chance he should be on this list, but definitely not 27th all time. That's
Maybe when
ridiculous.
his career is ending, like at the end, maybe he's there, but not
Yeah.
now. You can't. He's too young. Not enough
Well,
experience.
since he played in the NBA for 7 years.
Yeah, but he just got
a
good.
lot of those years he
recently.
wasn't a superstar for.
True.
Not a lot,
For like
but
2 or
very
3.
solid. Yeah.
Yeah.
So way too high.
Dwayne Wade.
Ridiculous. Dwayne Wade.
Where did Tyler go?
I don't know. It's okay.
It's whatever.
Dwayne Wade. It's fine. I'm
Yeah, I
fine
mean,
with him at
he-
26.
He wouldn't have won. The
I think
titles
there are
without
some
LeBron.
players. Yeah, no, he won one with Shaq on his own, and he was better than Shaq in that finals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
bad.
So, no, I think Dwayne Wade is fine at 26. I do think some people who are named before are better than him, but 26 is not a bad place. Kawhi, he's not better than Dwayne Wade already. Oh, there's Tyler.
I mean, I think if since they put Giannis in, Kawhi's definitely.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason why they put him higher was because, like, so high, was
Recent.
because the fact of what he did last season, how he
took
took
them-
the Raptors team with
Yeah.
no hope and won them a final.
I mean, you saw.
Yeah,
I
that was
mean,
insane.
when he hit that shot against
Also,
the
he
76ers
has-
too. I mean,
He has the best winning percentage of any player of all time. Better than both Magic and Bird. It's insane.
Yeah, he's one of the clutchest players on both sides of the ball.
he plays offense and defense, unlike James
at an
Harden.
elite level, one of the best mid-range shooters in the league.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, he's
And
great.
I'm fine with this.
He's
honestly.
definitely on his list, but 25 ahead of Dwayne Wade already. I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't put him ahead of Wade, but
I wouldn't do
Put it.
that. Okay.
All right.
Wasn't David
Jordan is
Robertson
full-time.
on the Knicks?
No, he had a son who went to Duke, but that doesn't matter.
That David Robinson played only on the Spurs. He won one chip.
Yeah.
Great player. Just
There
never
was a
get over
Robinson
the
that was
hump
on the
until
Knicks, right?
he could just never get over the hump until Tim Duncan came. And that low-key saved his career. Honestly, if he didn't win a chip, he probably wouldn't be this high. But I don't think this is a bad ranking for him at all.
Where's Kevin Knox?
Shut up.
I guess his name is coming
Oh.
up soon.
Charles Barkley, great player. Never won a ring, unfortunately, but he also got stopped by Jordan. And
Yeah.
This man got toasted by Draymond Green. How is he 23?
Please stop talking.
God,
Please don't ever talk again.
Did you guys see
I'm
their
not even getting
beef,
to this
though?
debate
That was
about Barkley
hilarious.
versus Green.
That was
Draymond
so
Green
funny.
Draymond Green is a clown for thinking he's better than Barkley. It's not even close.
yeah.
Barkley's a clown for thinking he's better than Draymond.
Okay, I'm gonna say
Oh,
one thing.
you're
I'm
a
gonna
clown.
I
be-
agree.
Rings speak louder than words.
Barkley's worst season, which was his last season in the NBA, he had almost the exact same stat line as Draymond Green during his best season in the NBA.
Rings speak louder than words.
So why is
Shut up.
Harden on this list?
What?
Why is Harden on this list according to Tyler's
Because-
point?
Because he's so good that he's allowed to be on the list.
It's an assumption.
Don't ever talk again.
Whatever. Oh.
Charles Barkley, I go back and forth between who's better, him or David Robinson. But
Ramos.
honestly, in his prime,
For the
Charles
Instagram
is probably
post,
better.
can you say something like, do you agree that Yao Ming should be on the list?
Sure.
Let's get it. We're getting views.
I don't think this is a bad place for Barkley. He might be worse than Robinson, but 23 is not a bad spot.
Not bad. Hmm.
Elgin Baylor. I feel like
Who the
Barkley Robinson might be better than him.
This guy.
I don't know anything about basketball. Elgin Baylor played in the 60s.
I don't know anything about basketball. If
Like-
I had to make a top 10 list, I would just name all the CYO players on my
Oh my
team last year in the top 10 for basketball.
You know what? I would feel honored.
Me too.
Elgin Baylor was great. He unfortunately never won a ring because he was going up against Bill Russell's Celtics, who just could not lose in NBA Finals.
Bill Russell's 11 finals.
Unfortunately, he retired the year before the Lakers finally beat the Celtics. But he was a great player. I just don't know if he's 22 due to the fact that he had Wilt and Jerry West in his team, and they could never beat the Celtics. Scottie Pippen, I think this is kind of too high as well. He's a great player, but he was always second option. And the one year he led the team, he got mad and sat out the last play of the game because he wanted to shoot the ball instead of Tony Kukoc, even though Tony's a better shooter.
Yeah,
Still a
I
great player.
still-
Still easily top 40, maybe probably even top 30, but I don't know if he's 21st or 21st.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with him at 21, but back to the thing about Kukoc, I still don't understand that. Like,
Did you just say
the cap-
21st, Bert?
I did. I changed it to 21st.
Honestly, he was just mad that he had to pass.
Like, you're the
Part of him.
captain of your team, and then you said like he said he prided himself on being the captain, and he loved how he ran the team as opposed to Jordan. And then you went back to something Jordan would do. Like,
Exactly.
That's exactly what we were going to do if he didn't get
He
the
was.
ball.
He could be very immature, honestly, in his prime. Although
But also-
he was a great player.
You got to admit, like Scottie Pippen was getting paid like
Oh
nothing.
yeah, he deserved more money.
Like that's kind of unfair. I mean,
He
but,
definitely
I mean,
deserved more money.
He agreed.
well, that's why I hate Jerry Krause, and that's why. the
Oh,
meme
Jerry Krause?
of, like, the
He
purple
messed up.
monster
He
and
could have kept his
shit
team
down with
going.
Jerry.
He could have.
Even like, but like even thinking about like play wise, like was he really better than Charles Barkley? I don't think so. Probably not David Robinson either.
Not statistically, but in
he
terms
was a
of
better
like
player.
game, maybe.
I don't think so. Barkley went off in '93 when they played the Bulls, and Sky really he was great, but he was not on Barkley's level in that series.
Yeah,
All right,
the big
That's him.
ticket.
Garnett. I don't think he's the 20th best player of all time. I don't think he should be ranked 20.
You don't think it should be that high?
Bert
Yep.
hates all the NBA players.
Yeah, I don't think there's been a single pick that
Yeah, like
I said some.
according to him, like none of these players should be on this list.
Well, no,
No.
the only reason
I
why
would just
wouldn't
edit the
put him
list a
at
lot
20
if I was it.
Yeah, there'd be
It's
a lot of
because-
editing.
is
Yeah.
because Barkley and Pippen are both better than the big ticket.
Exactly. And also the big ticket is low key. He really wasn't as tough as people try to say he was.
Why
One
is his name
time-
the Big Ticket?
That was like his nickname when the NBA did like player nicknames weekend. Like Ray Allen, his was probably the best nickname of Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Also, Patrick Ewing on the Sonics.
Yeah.
Ew.
I don't know if I necessarily agree with your point when you said KG isn't as tough as people think he was.
Tyson Chandler tried to fight him and KG backed away. How are you tough then? If you can't face
have you
Tyson
seen, like,
Chandler.
the times when he has fought though.
Oh yeah, he has fought, but there are also some times where he pussies out and doesn't. And he'll talk trash and then he won't back it up when like a really big guy will go after him.
I mean, for anyone that doesn't know Kevin Garnett, he's the Antonio Brown of basketball.
He's not Antonio Brown.
My-
Oh,
like,
that would be
it's
Brown.
Dennis
talking-
Rodman.
In terms of talking shit and not living up to it. Like he's all talk, no bark.
Yeah.
But Antonio
still-
Brown had
he
a
is still
good
a top-
career
He's
when he
still
was
a top
playing.
50, top 40 player all time. He's just not 20th.
Yeah, I don't think he's better than Barkley or
Dirk and
Dirk.
Super Howie.
Okay.
I'm,
Should be
I'm
higher.
fine. I'm
I
fine
respect
with
that
Higher.
one.
Dirk
I
here.
I like
respect
this-
this one.
I
Higher.
respect him.
I'm
Should
fine
be
with
I
higher.
feel like Dirk might sneak in top 15 for me.
He
He
could,
might, but I'm not.
for me.
I'm not pissed off at number
I gotta see the
19.
whole. Yeah.
He should
He's
be
fine.
higher.
Great player. That 2011, one of my favorite final runs of all
Oh,
time.
Shut up.
easy.
Why? Why do you care, Tyler? Or are you a
Because the
fan?
Heat are my second favorite team.
Moses Malone should not be this high.
Yeah.
No,
I
He's
have,
not better than
honest-
Dirk
I have
and a
not-
lot of other players you mentioned. No, he was a
Who
great
the
player.
fluff is this guy?
I honestly have no idea who this
He's
guy is.
Moses.
Great
He
player.
played for the Utah
Sixers.
Stars.
Yeah, the ABA.
Trash. Get this man out of
What?
out
Right,
of my
he's not
face.
trash.
You can't say he's trash, all right?
Not
Just
trash
because
at
he
all.
played like a long time
Put
ago
Dirk higher
doesn't
than
mean he
him.
doesn't deserve this, you know?
He was a
Sure.
great player. He just doesn't deserve to be
Listen,
number 18.
I've
Dirk does
seen
deserve to be higher. You're right.
Is this his
There's-
brother?
No, this is
Oh.
Carl Malone,
All
the
right.
mailman.
I thought it was they're the same last name.
No relation.
Okay.
Great player.
Hmm.
One of the scored, I think, the 5th most points all time, or something, the 4th, something like that. Top 5.
Yeah, he's in the top 5.
And it's a great player. The mailman. It's great. I don't know. It's a big reason why the Utah Jazz made those finals. They weren't playing Jordan. They might have won one.
Yeah.
He also ran to Akeem a few
Jerry
years.
West.
Jerry West. I think he might sort of be a little bit higher, but this is fine for me as well.
I mean, he is the
He's a great
Logan.
player. Well,
Yeah.
for a reason. Won one ring with the Lakers. He probably would have won more if
Kobe should be the
Rams.
logo.
They
They
were
actually,
talking about making Kobe the new.
I don't
He
think they're gonna
he
do
should be
that.
the logo.
I don't think it's gonna
isn't the
happen.
All-Star game.
I
And-
signed a petition and everything.
Yeah, but Jerry West is a great player. I'm fine with him on this list.
Yeah.
Number 16. Dr. J,
Oh, Dr.
I would probably put a few people above him, but I wouldn't be mad at Dr. J, top 25 player all time, top 20 maybe even. He's a great
Yeah.
player. And if you
player.
if you include what he did in the ABA with the Nets, then he probably is definitely a top 20 player all time. Just in the NBA, he was a bit old when he came in.
Wait. Can you scroll up for a second?
Oh my gosh.
The Virginia Squires. I thought that said squares.
Yeah, Flyers.
Kevin
ABA.
Durant.
KD.
I don't know if Kevin Durant's
Should not be 14.
There we
Honestly-
go, KD.
KD is very
Should
good player,
not be
though.
4. He's good, but he should not be 14.
He's
Honestly,
a top 2
struggle
player
to-
in the league right now.
That doesn't make you top 14 all time.
It could though.
I think. I don't know. I mean,
I don't
Yeah.
know if this is a terrible place. I just don't know where I personally would put him, to be honest.
you have
I'd say
to.
top 20.
I'm knocking him for the whole snake thing because the Thunder were a competing team.
That's true. I do knock him for that, but
But
he was
Ramos, without
amazing
him
on
being
the
a
Warriors.
snake, there is no LNU video.
All right, I'm trying to be serious here, Tyler. Can you try it? Grow up, here.
Nope.
Okay, so
This is basketball.
KD.
Yeah, very
I
popular.
don't know
sport.
where to put him, to be honest. He was great on those finals, but it was kind of a pussy move.
I
that
also
he
I don't know if he's
went
gonna be
to
the
the
same
Warriors.
person with this injury.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
Actually,
I
that'll be a
hope-
big part of his career.
I hope he does, but we'll see.
All right. I'm also not sure if he was better than Dr. J, to be honest, especially Dr. J in the ABA. That's fine. I have a really bad problem with this. How
I
are
honestly-
you? How are you better than Kevin Durant when Kevin Durant was clearly the best player?
Because
when you
he's
were
the
on same
greatest
team?
shooter
Nah, he's
of all
one
time.
of the, he is the best shooter.
Just because Ray Allen was one of the greatest shooters, he was like 50.
Yeah, one of. This
He was the
man is
second.
the
He was
greatest.
the second.
You know,
This
I
man
agree.
is
This guy's
the
amazing.
greatest.
He is
As
the
much
greatest.
as I
He's
love
better
Curry
than him.
and I love watching Curry, I would say Durant's better.
He's easily better. It's not even close. But
Hmm.
Curry's a great player. Curry is probably top 30 player, maybe.
Who has more rings, Curry or KD?
Oh my gosh, you're going with the.
Shut up.
I mean, honestly though, I think they would have won a lot of ring if without KD.
All right, anybody could have beat that Cavs team.
Delvedova was their second
Yeah,
best
but
player.
30
Not the
other
Celtics.
teams didn't.
CD Osman was their top 5 leading scorer on that team.
Yeah, Delvedova was their second best player.
Hey, I like that guy.
I'm
yeah.
a fan of Dellavedova.
Yeah.
Don't you diss my guy.
I think Curry's should not be 13 though at all. Just because you're the best shooter of all time does not make you top. And the other best shooters of all time, Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, were nowhere to be found in this list.
This is a good
or
point.
not very.
Well, you don't know if they're there yet.
No,
No,
they
they
were. They
already
were
were.
there. They just
you pick-
were not near Steph Curry. And while Steph Curry is better than them, if you're going to be he's best shooter of all time, then you have to make the second and third best shooters of all time much closer to 13 as well. So they didn't do.
I mean, I'm
Two-
fine with
Yeah,
where
I'm
they are,
screwed.
but I think Durant should be higher.
You think Durant should what? He
I
should
think
be-
Durant is better than Curry, but
Yeah, I
I'm fine
agree.
numbers wise, the range where they're in.
Yeah.
Too bad Curry's wife had sex with Giannis.
Shut up.
What?
Wait, what? That
Listen.
happened?
No.
No. Can
Oh,
we
what-
take this kid off the podcast?
Why are you
please?
saying that? Then?
Did you not see his tweet, Sean?
Shut up! It was fake.
Oh,
Can we make him leave?
I
kick
got
him.
really fucking down.
This thing has
Alright.
been going on for too long.
That
Oh, you're a meme.
he does have a good point.
I need to entertain myself somehow than just
Tyler,
looking at this terrible list.
Tyler, I
This is
appreciate that
terrible,
comment
you're right
right
about
now.
that.
I appreciate that comment.
Keith Olajuwon.
Number 12, Hakeem. I'm fine with this one as well.
Great player.
Him.
Me
Him and
too.
Oscar Robertson, who I'm assuming are 11th. I kind of go back and
He
forth.
torched
with,
the
but I'm
Knicks.
fine with it. He did.
All right, Sean. Let's move past that.
Alright,
Sorry,
Oscar.
Brian.
You
Oscar,
call yourself a Knicks fan.
Again,
I did. I have to
me-
admit.
And to me, him and Hakeem, you can flip flop, but I
Yeah.
think it's fine. And also Tim Duncan as well. You can go between the three, but it's fine. Number 11. All right, and now we made it to the top 10. If anyone's freaking
Okay.
Here we go.
Shaquille O'Neal
Shaq. I love
love
should
Shaq.
be
I love
should be
Shaq.
higher. Should be
Shaq's a
higher
beast.
than Should be higher than
Maybe.
10.
Depending on if there's other centers on this list, I'd put
There
him
are.
higher
Kareem
because I think he's the best center of all time.
over Kareem.
No.
Oh wait, never mind. I forgot about no.
Come
Kareem,
on.
Wilt, Bill Russell. He's
Come on,
he's
you
not
do
better
his
than
shot all
anyone.
the time, but you miss. But
I
it's
don't know.
okay.
I think he's better than Bill.
Then Russell. 11 chips, man.
I mean,
Shaq
he didn't.
4.
He wasn't.
I thought you just said that chips didn't matter as much.
You did
They-
say that, Bert.
They don't, but when you lead your team to 4 and Bill Russell leads his team to 11,
True.
Yeah, but different times.
what do you mean different
Like,
times?
the game was different in that time period.
It was different, but he was also going up against Will Chamberlain.
Shaq
Shaq wouldn't be
Elgin Baylor
Shaq wouldn't be
and
as
Jerry
well
West.
as good as he was now because he can't shoot free throws.
Yeah.
And
I
there's like a lot
mean,
of
that
there's a
was
lot of
always an
fouls
issue.
going on. Yeah, but there's like a lot more fouls in
Yeah, you're
today's
right.
game.
Yeah,
You're right.
I think it's
I would
That's
put
how you
Shaq
stop
9.
Shaq. Just be
In
like,
my opinion-
foul
Shaq would
him.
be.
Wait, I thought if you give Shaq food, that's how you stop him.
Oh my god.
As you can see around the career, he got bigger.
All right,
and
Sean,
bigger.
you're acting like Tyler right now.
How fucking dare you?
Oh yeah, I
Sean?
never got an email of your video.
Okay.
I sent it to you. Don't you dare insult
didn't-
Shaquille O'Neal.
I
I love
don't
him,
see
man.
it.
In my
I love
opinion,
his-
Shaq
I
is the
love his
9th best player of
dances.
all time.
You probably spelled my
Not
last
10.
name
I think
incorrectly.
he's higher
He's a
than Tim
rainbow
Duncan.
of jerseys. No one could say that.
Kobe.
Rest in
I
peace,
have a problem
Higher.
with this one.
He should be
Higher.
higher, but
I
I
think
don't.
he's the third. I think I put him at 3.
I don't know if I put him much higher, but
Or
I
at
do put him
least
higher.
top 5.
Yeah, it's in
Not-
I,
when the clutches.
I would put Kobe, to be honest, 7 or 8.
Literally,
Yeah.
if you don't, I mean, no.
It depends on
Everyone,
how you
every
view
time you
him
shoot
versus
something in the
Bird.
trash can,
You
you
say
always
Kobe.
scream Kobe.
Doesn't mean shit.
Exactly.
That doesn't just because he's like he inspired children doesn't mean that
But he was also like not only was he a great player, like one of the best players, but he's also a great guy off the court too.
Sean. He
Tyler,
had
I'm
rape
on your
allegations
side
that were
that
never
Yeah, he was
solved.
also kind
Higher,
of a douche.
He was also a
your
dickhead
reasoning
off the
makes
court
me
too.
like him.
I thought
Have
he
you
was
guys
a nice
heard the
guy.
recent story that he went to a practice right before the trade deadline and like told players who were about to like get traded, like, yeah, good riddance. Like
He told
bye,
that to
you
Jeremy
bum.
Lin.
Yeah.
He was
Really?
not a good person.
Was he not?
I
thought he was a
don't know
good
if he's a
person.
bad person, but he was not a great teammate. But
Yeah.
neither was AI and a lot of other people.
True.
on
Neither
this
was
list.
Michael Jordan either.
Yeah,
Kobe
Wow.
pissed off every star he's ever played with.
not Pow.
Well, Powell doesn't.
Pow doesn't count. He's on this list, and you said he.
No, I'm not saying it doesn't count. I'm just saying, like, actually, I don't know where I was going with that.
Just stop.
Okay.
Just like my thing with
Just
Reggie.
shut up.
He did
With
piss
Reggie
off
Jackson.
Dwight and Shaq. By the way, where the fuck was Dwight on this list? How are you gonna put Damian Lillard and Anthony Davis, but not Dwight?
Yeah, that pissed
How are you gonna put James Harden and not Dwight?
Exactly. And also, I think
Superman deserves to be on that
if you're gonna
list.
put people like Damian on this list, then where's Carmelo? Carmelo wasn't on this list
True.
either.
Carmelo
Carmelo
Anthony.
should've
They
been
just
there.
put some of these people on because they play now. If you go back like
Yeah.
5 years when Dwight and Melo are in their primes, then they're probably on this list too. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
But we can all agree he should be higher. And can we all agree he's better than Tim Duncan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they rushed this list, to be honest
I
with
think so
you.
too. Tim Duncan, number 8.
I don't
They're like, let's
agree.
just come up with a shitty list for people to talk about.
Oh, they put Zebo in it. Victor.
That's the guy.
Is
Okay.
Tim Duncan higher than Shaq though?
Nope.
No,
No.
Shaq was better.
I'd
I
rather
think
have
Tim
Shaq on
Duncan.
my team than
Tim
Shaq.
Duncan at best is 12, or no, 12. Sorry, 10.
10.
You can go between 12 and 10 between Hakeem, Oscar, and him. I think they're kind of interchangeable. But at best, he's 10. He's not better than Shaq or Kobe or anyone else. But he was still a great player. Not
Yeah.
trying to put that exactly.
Yeah.
Bird,
Hey, Bird.
I'm fine with
Oh,
him at 7.
Bird is. I
You
don't know.
want him to be higher?
I know Kohawi, you're a big Celtics fan, big Bird
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Okay.
But he was a great player.
He should be 6.
In his
6.
prime, okay, over who?
I don't know who else is next.
Over him.
Yeah. He actually, though, in his prime, in my opinion, he was better than Magic. Just Magic had a better overall career.
Right.
In the long run, one more.
Then he
ring.
got AIDS.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, he did.
Well, that has nothing to do with basketball, though. So
That
Will Chamberlain.
kind
That's
of
He's-
fair.
Will
Yeah.
Chamberlain is definitely
Yeah.
better than
Yeah.
oh,
Bird.
That's fair.
in my
I think that's
opinion,
fair.
Will Chamberlain was probably better than Russell. It's just Bill Russell beat him head to head
Right.
10 times or 11 times. So I can't put him much higher.
Yeah.
I honestly forgot
I
he
don't know if I can
played
put
for
him.
the Sixers.
He won a chip for them.
What
Pretty
team
sure.
does he play for?
I remember
Lakers.
him as like a Warrior and
Warrior
a
and
Laker.
Laker. No, he didn't win one as Sixers. My bad. I think he won one.
Is Larry Bird the only white guy on this list?
Not on the
Okay.
list, but
Or on this top 10, I mean.
Yes.
Uh,
But I mean,
White guys get no love.
just true.
Magic.
Show white guys
Magic
some
How
love.
tall was this guy?
I think
He's
he's
6'10", right? 6'8". As a point
What?
guard. Magic was.
Magic, yeah, he was like around
yeah, it
6.
was like
That down.
Yeah.
So that's
he
insane.
played center when Kareem got hurt in a final and won.
That was
He's durable.
terrible.
Yeah.
He's
He
a great
play-
player, and what was it? Oh, I think he should be a little bit above 5.
I
though.
got the magic.
Well,
think
here's the
he's
thing.
top
I
four
I would say like
That
okay,
was-
rearrange this list, but also I don't know who's ahead of him, so I can't like.
Well, okay, so it's Bill Russell, Kareem. I don't know if this is the exact word, but the
LeBron,
four players:
Jordan.
LeBron, Jordan, Kareem, and Bill Russell. I think he's better than Bill Russell, in my opinion.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's just me.
Who's the next guy? Is it Bill?
It's
Yeah,
Bill.
it's Bill.
Okay,
Billy boy.
Bill, I put maybe a little bit lower. I probably put him 5th, but 4th is not terrible.
Yeah.
It won 11 chips, which is the most of all time. Great player, also.
You got to
great
give him
coach.
credit for that. You know.
Well, something you should give Bird credit for. Bird, besides Russell when he was a player coach, is the only superstar who was actually a good coach in the NBA. Magic was not. Jordan
hard to
running
do.
the freaking Wizards into the ground and the Hornets.
Hey, what about Phil
Not
Jackson?
What? He's not
I'm
a
kidding.
top. Okay.
I was just. It was a
Okay.
joke. It was a
Okay.
joke.
Steve Kerr.
He's not a top. He's not a top either. I'm telling superstar.
Oh.
Hey Brian, is that like your shot too? You try to mimic that all the time.
What?
You try to mimic the shot all the time.
Oh.
Kareem.
You're like, Kareem.
Burke's
always-
hook shot. Burke's hook shot
Yeah.
is iconic.
And,
Okay.
I swear, Bert, you don't know how to do a jumper. You can only throw up hook shots, and
Just
somehow
go
they
like
all go in. Like it's
that, yeah.
nuts. It's nuts how accurate they are too.
Thanks.
Comment down below if you want to see us play a basketball game.
He studied Kareem.
What? Yeah, sure. No, Kareem, I'm fine with being number 3. I don't know. I used to put him lower on my list, but Kareem also is the highest.
Did you make
scorer in
this
NBA
list every
history.
year for yourself?
No, I used to do top 10s with my brother, and I would always
Fair.
been like 4th or 5th. But I think 3rd is not a bad
Yeah.
place for all-time
LeBron
league scorer.
James.
LeBron.
I agree
I think
with
he's
this.
number 2.
I
I'm
think he's
fine.
number 2
Yeah,
too.
I'm
you
fine.
put
I'm
him-
okay with that.
If you
I'm
put
okay
him
with that.
slightly lower, I wouldn't be like pissed. Like some people probably rage that he's not number 1. I'm fine with number
Yeah,
2. He's a great player,
yeah.
all-time great, easily.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone is on the level that Michael Jordan is.
And
Michael
that's who
Jordan was
number
also-
1 is.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael Jordan, of course, isn't it?
Before watching the Last Dance documentary, I knew it was Jordan. I always argue and defend that it's Jordan. Now watching after the Last Dance, that just solidifies my answer, and hopefully all of America. that
Also,
Jordan's the GOAT.
the people who are kind of saying that like LeBron is better, like they didn't watch Michael Jordan play.
True.
Yeah.
So like,
Like it's mostly because he in his prime, like you're watching LeBron James in his prime, but you're never gonna get to see Michael Jordan. And if you
actually
watched him,
play.
you watched him towards the end of his career when he was as like a player coach too. So you didn't get to
Exactly.
see him in his prime like
even
you're
when he was
seeing
on the
LeBron in
Wizards,
his
he
prime
still
now.
averaged 20 points.
He
but
was still
wasn't-
solid, though. He just was not Bulls Michael
Yeah,
Jordan.
he wasn't called Michael Jordan.
What was-
Like,
I don't think anyone will ever
I
be
hate
Bulls.
I
And
hate
he's
the
also-
argument that the NBA is so much more talented now than it was back then. In my opinion, it was probably more talented back then.
Well, if you
I-
notice on
Listen,
this
it's
list,
pretty close.
if you notice on this list right now,
Well,
what was it? 4 current players, 5.
Yeah,
also, that's too
Exactly.
soft now. I'm sorry.
It's
That's too
more
soft.
there were so
talented.
many more players in the '90s on this list. And
It's
that's when
more
Jordan played.
talented back then, but the players are more athletic, more built.
I agree.
No, and the,
Because there's
the
new
Well,
amount,
because now you have like athletic trainers and you have all these
Yeah.
things that are like meant to do this for you.
and like the amount of like players that Jordan the amount of superstars Jordan prevented from ever getting a finals appearance just from him being in the league. It's insane. It's actually insane. Like a lot of those players who LeBron had faced, they ended up beating LeBron, like Dirk and Tim Duncan and
Yeah.
Curry, Durant. But Jordan, he wouldn't let anyone beat him.
And the thing is, the most notable thing about this is with Jordan, other teams were creating Jordan rules. Bert, you mentioned earlier,
Pistons.
the don't talk to Jordan thing,
Or the
Yeah.
Pistons.
Jordan.
Exactly. Everyone was
There was
scared of
Jordan
shitless of him.
rules.
Yeah.
With LeBron, you just get in his head and you shut him down early, and you can mostly contain him.
The Mavericks did.
Just give him a 3-1 lead and
Jason
you
Terry
can't,
did.
you can't lose.
Also,
2011, I remember, 2014. The Nets Heat playoffs. Mason Plumlee, of
Oh
all
my God.
people, Mason Plumlee was able to stop LeBron for like 2 of the
Honestly,
games.
one of my favorite photos of LeBron is when he yells at J.R. Smith. He's
Yeah,
like,
that's hilarious.
I was
No.
I'm sorry, that was hilarious.
It was. But yeah.
But I mean, I don't blame him. I would have
I
probably
would've
done that and
so
much
much.
more if
Yeah, but
I was playing in that situation that happened.
I mean,
I agree.
Michael Jordan's 6 for 6. You know, LeBron is.
Just 3 for 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching this. Like, comment, subscribe for more ideas or any guest features. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on the next episode. And we'll see you.